Sometimes we have the displays in the art room and the children will choose where they want to hang their work. We have lines and we peg our work up sometimes. If it's three-dimensional, it will sit on a little shelf perhaps, and we'll look at it that way. Or we can gather them all on a table together and look at the works that way. We also look at how artwork is displayed and curated in art galleries. When you finish your artwork, we would mount it on black card, because presentation is also part of creating an artwork, and then we would write about it. When we are responding to artwork, we can do that either verbally in groups or as a whole class or even individually. Sometimes we use written response, and it could involve high order thinking skills, and the questions could be written down and the responses written underneath. If necessary, students who aren't comfortable with writing their responses might need to orally express their answers, and these could be recorded by an adult for them, perhaps a teacher aide, or I often do it myself. I have posters in my classroom as well of art words, so that these are around the classroom and they can be used, if need be, in their written responses. Sometimes we analyse other artists' work, sometimes we analyse our own. At present, I'm getting the Year 4s to analyse their own artwork. Have a look at this chart. This is a good way of doing an analysis. There's lots of different ways you can do them. Another one that I've done is see, think, wonder. So they can say, I see, I think, and then I wonder. I think, Karen, you put me onto that one. But this one has got 4 different questions, and it draws different knowledge out of the children. The first one is, what do you see? So it's right there in front of them and they can list things. Get them to write about the actual physical things on the page, but also to use lots of art language and talk about the lines and shapes and colours and tones and textures. Number 2 is, how was it made? This will be easy for them because they've actually gone through the process of making this artwork themselves. Number 3, what does it mean? So this is about the deeper thinking and the higher order thinking skills. They've got to talk about what the actual meaning of the artwork is. And the last one, is it good? Why? So they've got to evaluate it, and this has to come from them. I tell the kids everyone will have different answers because everyone thinks in a different way, and that their artworks are individual, so their answers will be individual. And I say, if you're not sure whether to put it in anyway. Put as much information onto this sheet as you can, and they'll come up with some amazing stuff. So this is a good way to finish it off. If you want, you can do this at the beginning and do it with a professional artist's work. So if you want them to have that sort of knowledge before they start their own artwork, you can do it that way too. Or you can compare 2 different sorts of artworks as well. So there's lots of different ways you can do it, across cultures or across time or across artists. So that's a good way to round off. And hopefully some of that will transfer across to other subject areas and they'll start thinking a little more creatively.